Oh, hey. What's up, guys? Didn't see you there. My name is Andrew. This is Black Dragon Studios. And I'm back with another episode of 𝓑𝓫𝓷 Shadow Legends. Today in the daily login rewards, we got some really cool prizes if you're logging in right now. Which today would be May 28th, 2022. Probably until like July. I would say probably until July. That's usually how they do the daily login rewards. You will get a free champion, a free legendary champion. And I haven't heard a lot about this new one here. Nobody was really talking about her. Nobody had really said what her skill kit is. Everyone was just kind of leaning towards she might be an okay champion, but we weren't quite sure what she was really capable of. Now, I just opened her today, and I was shocked. Look at this champion. I was absolutely shocked when I saw her for the first time. She's the best-looking champion in the game. Look at this champion. Right here, ladies and gentlemen. DELIANA, the legendary HP High Elves champion, is insane. I cannot believe the art they put onto this, the effort. Plarium listened to their fans. Look at the effort they put into this champion. Look at Ninja. This is look at his just like garbage face they put on this guy. Now look at this, Alexander. I'm sorry to do this to you, Alexander. They're just, look at these, just like simple looking champions. They don't have anybody could draw these. Look at his face. He just looks like an ugly mug. Like, bro, what are you doing in the daily login rewards?
Bruh.
And then they bring us the queen. Look, this is my favorite art for a champion, okay? Like, her wings, 𝓬𝓬𝓬𝓬, her wings just, they're so tall. They're like 12 feet, 15 feet tall. Plus, she just looks insane for a legendary champion. Like, you can't go wrong there. And then we got DELIANA. She just looks evil. The white hair. I'm a big sucker for white hair, man. I love white hair. And then she's got these like two orbs that are just floating. She just like holding them like balls of energy. And then another one here in her back staff. Her hair is just perfect. As is her cape. Looks so much better than Ninja and Alexander combined. I'm not super thrilled about the lower half here. I mean, I think they could have definitely dressed that up a little more. She's got the dagger on her thigh right there, which is pretty nice. But yeah, just a melt in your mouth champion that just from this part up is the best looking champion in Raid, hands down. And I don't think too many will disagree with that. So I said, okay, well, her skill kit must be a little mediocre, right? I mean, she's just a daily login reward champion. That's where you're wrong. That's where I was wrong. Increases ally HP in all battles by 33% aura. That's the best HP aura that you can get for all battles. Her passive is insane. It's on a 4-turn cooldown. The passive increases this champion's accuracy by 2 for every 1000 HP this champion has. So effectively, let's say DELIANA has 40k HP. Well, her accuracy is going to be up by 80. That's a lot of accuracy. She's going to be doing a lot of debuffing in the Doom Tower, possibly Arena, possibly Dungeons, but she's going to be a Doom Tower. I think she's going to be a Doom Tower champion and possibly a campaign farmer, and you'll see why in a moment here. Once I pop up the rest of her skill kit, places a 25% strengthen on all allies for 2 turns whenever this champion's HP drops below 50%, again on a 4-turn cooldown. But if you got her going fast, like maybe 200 speed or 215 speed, she's going to be going pretty quick, and she's going to be placing that big time strengthen on all allies for 2 turns every time her HP drops below 50%, which is massive for a passive effect. Good in clan boss, possibly even. Not sure yet where people will be using her. But she's got a booked up 100% chance of attacking one enemy and placing decreased resistance debuff for 2 turns. Now, I wasn't super thrilled about attacks one enemy. However, it says if the target is under a block buff's debuff, also applies a debuff spread, taking any decreased resistance debuff on the target and placing it on all enemies. Damage is based off HP. So her A3, Know Your Place, is attacks all enemies and places block debuffs, 100% when booked, on a 4-turn cooldown. Block buffs on all enemies for 2 turns. Also heals all allies for 5% of their max HP for each block debuffs placed by this skill. I could see this being good in Spider. I could see this being a big time effect against Spiderlings. And just everywhere, really. I mean, block buffs is already a really good buff to place to begin with. But then to heal your entire team by basically 20%, if there's 4 enemies out there, that's a lot. That's a big heal. And fills the champion's turn meter by 10% for each debuff, attempt, blocked, or resisted by the enemy team. Also damage based off HP. So if we could get this champion's HP up really high, crit rate to 100%, crit damage, she's going to be tanky, she's going to be accurate, she's going to be placing block buffs. You could probably build her like 200 accuracy and be able to go into pretty much any dungeon in the game. You know, because of her passive, which is going to say if we even build her up to 60 or 70k HP, she's going to have 140 extra accuracy, so she's going to be up to 340 accuracy. And that's only if we're building her to 200 accuracy. We can still put Eagle Eye on her. So now she'd be at like 400 accuracy on being built on 200 accuracy, which is crazy, crazy good. Plus decreased resistance, spreading that to everybody. And they also have block buffs, so they have decreased resistance, block buffs. You can lower the accuracy of the rest of your team, the team requirements, say even for a matchup like Bommel or anywhere, just anywhere. This is going to be so good. And then the A1, I was like, this is a great kit, but what is the A1? Probably just an average, attacks one enemy, decreased turn meter by 10% or something stupid like that, right? No! It attacks all enemies and has a 50% chance of placing a leech debuff for 2 turns, booked up to 60%. Damage is based off HP. Are you kidding me? This puts this champion, this free-to-play champion, this is the time to start playing Raid, folks, because this is a ninja, this is on the par level of ninja caliber quality legendary login reward champions, man. Y'all know how much I love Ninja. Ninja's on pretty much every single one of my teams. He's just so good. He can go anywhere and just be the best champion on your team. Well, now he's got DELIANA to compete with, really, for the #1 spot in daily login rewards champions of all time. A, because she looks so much cooler than him, and B, because her kit is just so good. It's so unique. You're not going to find this anywhere on any champion in the game. There's no decreased resistance. The big version, which you can easily put on everybody, on a 3-turn cooldown, I might add. And then a block buffs as well. So block buffs and decreased resistance. She's going to be used in campaign. If she can hit hard enough, attacks all enemies on an A1 is good enough. Damage is based off HP. I wonder what her multipliers is. And then a strengthen. So not only is she playing offense and defense, but she's got a 33% all HP aura in all battles, which is going to come in handy anywhere in the game. So I'm done. I'm done talking about it. I'm building out this champ right now. This is my new build. This is my next build. High Elves. I've already beaten the High Elves faction. But I know she's getting a 5, man. I can't even say that she's not. Let me be the first one to rate her, man. She's gonna get a 5 in Faction Wars. Did it not rate her? Look at this. I'm the first one to rate this champion, man. Campaign locations. I don't know yet, but I'm gonna guess. I'm gonna guess right now and say that she can be your campaign farmer. I'm just gonna say it. She's gonna be a 5 in campaign, man. And this is crazy. If she is, she's going to be the best champion in the game. I can't rate her in Arena. I have no idea how she's going to play out in Arena. I can't imagine that she would be all that bad, but I also can't imagine that you would want to take her out of PvE areas and just spec her into Arena anyways. So I'm going to go ahead right now and just leave that. The keeps, she's going to perform. You know, that strengthen debuff, that strengthen buff is going to come in clutch. I'm just going to give her a 5 everywhere because she's going to be so good. I know that she's going to be good. And I'm not overrating this champion, although many would think that I might be. I've never seen a champion look this tasty, both aesthetically and kit-wise. In Raid, I've never seen it. For a free-to-play champion, this is unheard of. Great job, Raid. Congratulations, kudos to you. You've literally just broke the game by giving everybody this champion. You know, you've made the new players happy. You've made the experienced veterans and the mid-game players like me very happy. I have no complaints right now. This is just about as good as opening up a Madame, really. You know, thrilled. Couldn't be more happy with the champion presentation. And if that's a sign of things to come, you know, finally they listened to us when we talked about Ninja being a great champion, but aesthetically not that pleasing. And then Alexander was just a big flop. You know, everybody's saying, oh, you know, whatever to this champion. He's not only aesthetically not that pleasing, but his kit is also not really that great. An accuracy aura in all battles. It's good. It's average, but it's not as good as an HP aura, I don't think. Removes all buffs from the target before attacking Orc and Ogre tribe factions. Attacks one enemy, removes all buffs from the target. If that was an attacks all enemies, we would be talking big time. But no, it was just attacks one enemy. There was no such thing as if they have a decreased defense buff on them, removes all buffs from all targets because of his A2, like attacks all enemies, places decreased defense for 2 turns, and then places weaken against Orc and Ogre tribes. Even if that was just straight places decreased defense and weaken, we would have a Venus-type quality champion here because of the freeze on his A1, which is very good to begin with, even at just 50%. It's no different than 𝓬𝓴's A1, which is 50%, but also applies a debuff spread, taking one random debuff from the target and placing it on all enemies under freeze. So we all just thought that Alexander was just very underwhelming, considering all the hype that was put into him, and a very little amount of hype that was put into DELIANA. I am blown away by what just happened. I just opened the champion up, and I would be happy to open her up with a Sacred Shard. I would be happy to open her up with a Void Shard, and she will help any account immediately, and any game, any stage of whatever account you have, DELIANA is going to come in, and she's going to be one of your heavy hitters. I can guarantee you that. She's going to be one of your stalwart support champions, possibly even a campaign farmer, which just... You know, it just wrecks. It just saves you so much time as a newcomer to Raid, because you don't have to get a Bellower. You don't have to open up Void Shards and open up a Fellhound or, you know, farm up a whatever. You can just level up DELIANA right away. Forget Kale, man. You know, forget that. Forget that. Level up this champion right away. If you're new to Raid today and you have not leveled up your first level 60, go ahead and focus on getting DELIANA to level 60, 6 stars, Ascension, fully booked. You want to fully book this champion to get the max value out of her. She's definitely worth your legendary books, and she's gonna be a staple in your account for many years to come, until they start bringing out some more AOE decreased resistance champions, which we just don't have in this game right now. And since accuracy is getting a big buff, you know, it's not even a hard thing to see, or I shouldn't say that. Resistance is a thing now, especially with the Doom Tower Hard. and you've got, 300-400 resist on some Doom Tower teams, and not all your champions are going to have 300-400 accuracy, bringing their resistance down to 200 is going to make your day so much easier in so many areas of the Doom Tower. Especially if you don't have Ellynarl for places like Sorath, the Frost Spider, which his resistance is insanely high. If you don't have an HP burn up buff on him, you're just going to come in there and say, alright, well, now we're just going to place this HP burn on you with 250 accuracy. Stage 40 Doom Tower Hard Sorath. How do you like that? How do you like that? So, anyways, guys, I'm done talking about it. I think I've pressed the issue enough, and you guys all understand that this champion is definitely worth every ounce of energy that you will have to put into her, every amount of resources. You will not regret it, and I will be back with a DELIANA video in the near future. I hope you all have a good day. Peace out.